These are the 3 GoHighLevel tools that I sell to make over $50,000 every single month. Now, how am I doing this? It is very simple. I'm selling websites, AI receptionists, and Google reviews. Now, the most important thing is, why am I selling these 3 tools? It's simply because those 3 tools create this pyramid where the business that I'm selling to is up here. If I give them the AI receptionist, the Google reviews and SEO, and the website, I become the foundation of the business. And in return, they don't keep paying me because they want to every month. They keep paying me because they have to, because my services are their lifeline. That's why I give them these 3 tools. If they only want the AI receptionist, I'll give them the Google reviews and SEO and website for free, because it's going to minimize my churn. So now we come back up here. How do we actually do this? And let me run over to my GHL so you can see it. And not only am I going to show you the 3 tools that I sell to make over $50,000 a month in pure profit for my agency, but I'm actually going to show you how I get the book calls. As you can see, I have a full calendar here. This is real. This is my GHL calendar. These are all meetings. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you the exact sales script that I use in literally 60 seconds to close all of these deals on my calendar. And then most importantly, how to just quickly fulfill the services as well. So first we have the websites. You just go to GHL, hit generate with AI, and you can make 5-star amazing websites, smart websites, in matter of minutes. And that is super amazing because it's so high leverage. It only takes you a second to do, but the perceived value is super high. Then we're going to come over to here where we have our AI agents. These are our AI receptionists. So again, you just create agent, give it a little prompt. I do like to do custom agent. If you go down below, I will give you my script for my agents and everything else, this whole system that I'm going to show you, but you don't have to do that. If you just actually implement what you learned on this video, then you're going to be ahead of 99% of the people trying to start an agency, GHL SaaS, or an AI agency. And then over here, we have the Google reviews and SEO. This is the exact workflow that I use to guarantee 5-star Google reviews. Essentially, this workflow enables you to get the past, present, and future customers to leave a review, but if they leave anything lower than a 4-star review, it actually goes to a fake Google review page that sends the information back to the business owner so they get the good feedback, but it doesn't stain their Google review. And if they leave a 4-star or 5-star, then it automatically gets placed on Google. Now, how does this actually work, right? Well, if we can get the book calls, which I showed you over here, if we can get the book calls, then we can sell the service to those book calls and get money, and then we can just fulfill and retain them. That's the business. It's so simple. Not easy, but it's so simple in theory. So the path, get 210 book calls a month. That's all you need. If you can just get 7 calls a day, 7 times 30 is 210 book calls a month. If you close 40% of them, then you'll get 87 out of 210 book calls. You'll get 87 and close 40% of them. You'll get 87 clients, not including the setup fee, just the recurring and the subscription fee. You'll make $497 a month from those 87 clients, which obviously is $43,000 a month in recurring revenue. This is what I do. This is how I do it. WAP is not my only payment processor. I have Chase Merchants. I have Stripe. I have WAP. I have Fanbasis. It's not good to have one payment processor, because in case anything ever happens with that payment processor, you don't want to lose everything, so it's good to diversify. Little rule of thumb. It's good to do. You don't have to do it, but I'm not going to go through and show you a million different dashboards. One's enough. Whether I make 200K a month or 50+K a month, it's really all the same. I know what I'm doing. This is the system that I use. Now, how do we get these booked calls right here? Pretty simple. Now we are running a little bit of ads, but starting out, we were only doing Facebook groups. So we would post in Facebook groups right here. If you look up business owners Facebook group of any city, town, or state, you'll find one with 32,000 members in it. Write something, post it in there, and then I'll post something like this. Hey, business owners, do you want to be the only business in your area who can take calls after 5 p.m. so that when all your competition is closed, you're getting 100% of the market demand? I have an AI receptionist who can take calls 24/7, never misses a call, sounds like a human, and can book people onto your calendar. If you don't believe me, call it here and throw it a curveball, but you'll be blown away. This is not my actual AI receptionist number. Maybe I could put in the description so you could test call it, but I don't want to waste a million credits for no reason. But I will put the actual AI receptionist number here so that all these people in the business group, they get interested. I said, throw it a curveball. They just want to mess around and have fun. If you listen to their recordings, they're just talking shit the entire time. Like, it's honestly it's abysmal, the things they say to, this poor AI receptionist. But the whole AI receptionist job is to simply get them to call the AI, they call that number there, then the lead talks to the AI, talk their shit, whatever, but the agent sells them and pushes them to book a call on our calendar, done. And then we sell them for anywhere between $500 to $1,000 per month on the meeting. It varies. I like to do $497, but $1,000 just makes it easy. Again, this is your business. You can pick whatever price you want to sell it, but definitely no less than $497 a month. So that's it. So just from spending 30 minutes a day posting in 5-10 Facebook groups, 10, 20. It really takes a minute to post in each group. Then this is an automated system all the way to getting the lead booked onto your calendar. So it's so high leverage. From 30 minutes of work, you can get people to call the AI, talk to the AI, and the whole agent's purpose is to get them to book a call on the calendar. The AI will not, and this is a GHL AI. Like I built the sales agent in here, right? But we made it to basically sell for our company, which is awesome. And its whole job is don't get off the call until they book a meeting or hang up. And then these business owners will call it, they'll talk their shit, and then, well, XYZ business owner, the same way I'm good at sales and trying to sell you to use me is the same way I'm going to be good at sales when I'm selling for you. Do you not want me to be good at sales when I'm selling for you? And then they're like, oh, shoot, that's actually pretty good. And then they get intrigued, like, this was not bad. I kind of want this. Then they book a call on our calendar and we sell them on these calls. Now, here's the other important stuff. So cool. You can follow that exact system, just what I told you, and you can get the book calls, 210 book calls a month. Now we just have to sell the service at a 40% rate. If we can just do this, you're going to make $40K a month. But again, that $40K a month is only awesome because it's recurring and it's not drop shipping, trading, Amazon FBA, etc., where you might have a one good month and then it dies. It's good because it's all subscription income, but that only works if we can actually fulfill and retain the services. So yes, we have to sell the service. So I'm going to show you how I do that right here, but then I'm going to show you how do we actually retain the clients so that our churn is extremely low. And our churn sits around 18%. Now we just need to know how to sell them. This is the exact framework I use for every single one of these appointments here, whether they're a med spa, a chiropractor, a dentist, a whatever, a blue collar tradesman, plumber, electrician, HVAC, whatever it is, I don't care. We're going to use the same framework, just swap out the underlying variables that are relevant to the business owner. Now, we're going to pretend it's a dentist, right? But it doesn't matter. All we're going to do is go to the dentist and say, hey, how many extra calls do you think you'd get every single month if you could keep your call hours open 24/7 and after 5 p.m. you were the only dentist in your town or city that could take calls? So when everyone's done work and actually has time to call the dentist, you are the only dentist open. How many extra calls would you get a day? And they all say around 30, and you get them to answer this entire thing right here. Oh, 30 calls per day? How much is that a month? They say 900. You go, oh, yeah, 30 times 30, 900, right? And then how many of those 900 extra calls every month do you think would come into your business? And then on average, they'll say 30 to 70%. So I have 50% here. And then you're like, okay, 50%? Gotcha. So 50% of 900 is, and then you always want them to answer it. They'll be like 450. And they're like, wow, wait, no. Yeah, that's actually right. 450 new patients every month. So then you ask them, if you could keep your call hours open 24/7, you'd get an extra 450 new patients every month. Then they say yes. Once they say yes, then you say, what's the least amount of money those 450 patients can spend with you? And for a dentist, a low ball tooth cleaning is $100. So they'll typically say like 150, 200. And you say, let's be conservative and just call it $100. And they're like, okay, I mean, not including fillings, root canals, whitening, patient lifetime value will skyrocket, but let's be super conservative and call it $100. If you could keep your call hours open 24/7, you get 450 new patients, and worst case scenario, they would only spend $100 with you. That's 100 times 450, and then boom, they say it, that's 45,000 a month. And then when you let them answer it and get the math correct, it triggers some sort of dopaminergic release, and it just, I don't know, it's just like a bonding chemical that makes them like you more. And people like to be right. And and then you pull out your calculator and you're like, no, doubt them a little bit, and then put it in the calculator and be like, oh shit, that's right. And then it makes them feel really good, boost their ego. Anyways, then they literally just told you that if they could keep their call hours open 24/7, they could make an extra $45,000 a month in added revenue to their business. So then what you say is, John, I can implement this system to you. I can give you a receptionist that never misses calls, works after 5 p.m., weekends, lunch hours, always answers, always books, never tired, never sick, never on break. You don't have to spend $4,000 to $5,000 a month for your current receptionist. Then you just ask them the simple line, and it gets them every single time. XYZ business owner, would you not pay $1,000 a month, or would you not pay $500 a month to make an extra $45,000 every single month? And then literally, that's why our close rate is above 50%. It's so hard for the business owner to say no. They will either say yes, and probably 6 out of 10 of ours, 6, 7 out of 10 say yes and then come through and they pay. But the 3 or 4 that don't say yes out of 10, they hang up because they can't say no, because that just makes them look so stupid and illogical. No, I wouldn't spend $500 a month to make an extra $50,000 every month. You can't say that with a straight face. You just have to hang up. So you're trapping them in the corner and forcing them to say yes. Boom, screenshot that. That's your new sales process. Come down here. how to fulfill the service so that they never churn. Again, now, if you take this sales script and this system, post it in the Facebook groups to get the book calls, then you can start getting 7 book calls per day. If you get 7 book calls per day, that's 210 book calls per month. If you can use that same sales script I just showed you, you can get 87, you can close at 40% and get 87 new clients a month. And if you're selling at $497, you're going to make $43K a month. Done. Everything I just showed you, you can go do that. Now, the only part we haven't went over yet, which is important, is churn. How do we make sure they don't churn? And that's why I showed you this pyramid in the beginning. Here's the dentist up here. Once we give them the AIR receptionist, lead flows up. They have 450 new patients coming in every month. They have to get a bigger practice, hire new employees. It's like if they lost the AIR receptionist, they would lose the lead flow, and all the people they hired would be twiddling their thumbs, right? They would be like over leveraged, and then they'd be screwed. And then the Google reviews and SEO and the websites, it's like this right here, these 3 pillars, AIR receptionist, Google reviews, SEO, website, that's the foundation of their business. They are screwed without these things. You can't just implement these things into their business and then them stop paying you, because then you just pull the rug out from under their business and they would collapse like a shallow, fragile house of cards. And their business would be obliterated. It would be an abysmal mess. So that's why, whether I sell them on the website or the Google reviews or the AIR receptionist, I will give them the other 2 services. Sure, I'll try and upsell them the other services. I'll sell the AIR receptionist for $497 a month. Then I'll try and get this, the Google reviews and SEO, for another $297 a month. If they say no, I'll give them this for free. I'll be like, listen, XYZ business owner, I don't typically do this, but I'm going to give you the website and the SEO for free because I know it would just optimize your business so much. And at the end of the day, I want to see you grow. So I'm just going to throw it in for free. Not only does that make them like trust you and like you so much more, but on top of that, they're like, oh shit, I'm getting such good value for this $497. I'm never going to stop paying. Like they think they're winning in the deal, right? You want them to think they're winning. That's what sales is. Each party thinks they're winning, right? But you want them to think they're winning more than you, because then they're not going to leave you. Because people like to win, and if they're winning, they want to keep winning, right? And on top of that, now you've also prevented churn by giving them the remainder 2 out of 3 pillars, so that you are now the foundation of their business and they can't leave you. You and your systems, right? AI, automation, websites, and more, they are stuck with you. What happens when they have you, when their systems run their business, they grow and hire their staff, revenue increases. What happens if you disappear? Phones stop answering, bookings drop instantly, revenue dries up, business collapses. No one's going to say, I want to save $500 a month so that I can, ruin my business with all these things. That is it. If you want this entire system plugged into your business, go down below into the description, book a call with my team, join our free school community down below. I want to see you succeed. I actually care. Like, there's no fluff in this video. I don't care whether you book a call or not. Like, just implement this. Just implement this. Just do this. Just do it. Stop sitting on the sidelines. I don't even have a GoHighLevel affiliate link. Like, I am trying to help you out here. Literally. So I hope you learned from this video. I hope you take something away, whether it's 1 thing or 10 things. And most importantly, I hope you implement them, because that is all that matters. Stop watching YouTube videos to watch YouTube videos. You need to watch like 1/10 of the YouTube videos you're watching and just implement what you learn in that 1/10 instead of watching 1,000,000 YouTube videos and implementing 0.1% of it. I hope this helped you. Cheers.